Hi students, today we are going to see electrolysis of lead bromide, which is from chapter electricity and chemistry. So over here I have given the apparatus setup. So here is a beaker or a trough which has two electrodes here, and one is a cathode and one is an anode. So anode, positively charged. So anode is positively charged. Anode, and the cathode is a negatively charged electrode. Okay, cathode and anode both are electrodes. So cathode is a negatively charged electrode. Anode is a positively charged electrode. Got it? So over here we know that cations moves towards cathode, anions moves towards anode. So in lead bromide, what is the formula? PbBr2, right? PbBr2, lead bromide. So lead is a metal, bromine is a non-metal, so that it is ionic compound. Okay, ionic compound always made out of a metal and a non-metal. So metal is lead, non-metal is bromine. Okay, so lead ions. So in solid state, ionic substances cannot conduct electricity. That we have learned in the previous chapter, in bonding chapter itself, right? So ionic compounds cannot conduct electricity when it is in solid state. In a molten state or in a liquid state, when you dissolve it in water or in a molten state, when you heat it, it will melt. So in molten state, it conducts electricity. Okay. So over here we fix bulb. Okay. Battery connected to the electrodes. So now the electrodes did in a the ionic solid, which is PbBr2. Okay. Over here, when the current passes, will the bulb glows? I mean, when the bulb glows, if it is a strong electrolyte, if it conducts, if the electrolytic solution conducts electricity, then the bulb glows, right? Then the bulb glows. So over here, if when you take PbBr2, the ionic solid does not conduct electricity, so bulb does not glow. So what we have to do? We have to heat the salt, right? When you heat the salt will get melt, and the molten salt, right? Molten lead bromide conducts electricity. So now bulb will glow. When you heat it, the bulb started glowing. Yeah. So if it glows brightly, that means it is a strong electrolyte. So over here, the Pb, which goes as Pb ion, Pb2 plus as a cation, the cation moves towards cathode. Pb2 plus is cation, which moves towards cathode, and there it gains electron and settles as lead. Okay, settle as lead. Okay, what happens to the bromine? The bromide ion, which is Br minus. Okay, the bromide ions moves towards anode because anions moves towards anode. Okay, and what is cation? Pb2 plus is cation, which is a positive ion. Anion is a negative ion. So negative ion moves towards the positive charged electrode. Positive ion moves towards the negatively charged electrode. So that cation moves towards cathode, anions moves towards anode. Got it? So when the ion, like when anion moves towards anode, there it loses its electron and becomes bromine atom. Okay. So what is happening, children? At cathode. Okay. At cathode, what is happening at cathode? Cation moves towards. That means cation is what? Pb2 plus. Pb2 plus is cation. The cation moves towards cathode. What is happening there? There it gains electron. It gains 2 electrons, so that you get Pb, lead. Okay, and the lead settles here, and you can get the lead over under the cathode. Yeah. Okay. So lead. So over here it gains electron, right? So when the when the ion gains electron, you know what is that reaction is? Reduction reaction, right? Reduction reaction. Okay. Now at anode, anion moves towards anode, I said. So Br minus, Br when it becomes an atom or molecule, it is a diatomic molecule, Br2. Bromine is a diatomic molecule. So we have to take 2 Br minus, which loses its electron. So how many electrons it loses? 2 Br. So 2 electrons it loses, so that you get bromine molecule, Br2. So over here, loss of electron. Loss of electron means what? Loss of electron is oxidation. That means the reduction and oxidation both take place in the electrolysis of lead bromide. So what is this called? Redox reaction. Got it? Redox reaction. So what is the overall reaction, children, over here? The overall reaction is the lead bromide, which is PbBr2, dissociates into, or lysis. That is what that word electrolysis. By passing electricity, we are splitting the PbBr2 into metal and non-metal. Lysis, splitting. So PbBr2 on electrolysis, you get Pb and Br2. PbBr2, I mean lead bromide, what is the state over here? Liquid. Because we have taken molten lead bromide, okay? If it is a solution, the state symbol will be aqueous, AQ, okay? But over here, molten lead bromide, so L. And then lead over here, what you get? Liquid, metal liquid, and bromine as a gas, yeah. So over here, the bromine moves towards bromide, ion moves towards anode, I said. So you can see the orange vapor towards the anode, okay? The orange vapor towards the bromine will show as it is bromine, okay? I mean, you know the color of bromine, right? Bromine's color is reddish orange. So you get orange color vapor towards the anode. So that shows as it is the bromine, okay? Over here, yes, lead bromide dissociates into lead and bromine. So bromine is a gas. What is the state symbol? Bromine is a gas, yes. So over here, children, lead bromide you got, and these are the observations. The bulb glows, and then you get the vapor. So these are observation, okay? Orange vapor. Yes. Now I wanted to show you a video regarding the same, so that will be helpful for you to understand a lot about the electrolysis of lead bromide. Actually, this video is Kirkman's chemistry, their video. I'm using it, and thanks to those people, because it's a good one actually. So that is why. Okay, yeah, watch this. So I'll explain you the process here. Okay, yeah. So here in the China dish, they have a lead bromide. Okay. So over here you can see 2 electrodes, right? Instead of bulb, they have kept here ammeter. Okay. That will show you whether the current passes or not. Okay. So the wire connected with ammeter and ammeter connected to the battery. Okay. So the battery passes the current. So but the current when the current flows, when the current flows, you can see the when the current flows from the battery, there is no power. The ammeter, there is no deflection in the ammeter. Okay, so that shows it is. I know why it is not moving. 1 minute. Yeah. So when the current passes, there is nothing happens over here. So there is no deflection in the ammeter. Okay, over here, see, it is 0. So now the power on, it is 0. That shows it is, it is not acting as a perfect circuit, right? So now they are heating the PbBr2. By heating the PbBr2, what happens? Slowly the lead bromide, solid lead bromide melts. Okay. When solid lead bromide melts, so that is what we say molten lead bromide. Okay. Now it carries current. Okay. In liquid or in molten state, ionic solid carries current exit. So now it carries current. You can see the deflection now. Yes. So that shows it is acting as a circuit. Okay. Yes. So now I said the orange gas vapors, orange vapor you can see, right? So here they are going to fix two glass tubes so that that will show as clearly which side the gas evolves. Because the other side you cannot see any vapors, but towards anode you can see the vapor, orange is vapor that shows it is bromine. Okay. Yes. Yes. So see, you can see the orange color over here, right? Yes. So that shows, yeah, now it's very clear. Very clear. So this is the observation you'll get. So orange vapor or brown is reddish brown vapor. So you know the color of bromine. So the bromine vapors, that is why in the equation we put G for state symbol. So over here it is very clearly shown that orange vapors in the tube, right? So this side, no, nothing. You can see no color gases. So that shows the lead. Even they'll show you the metal also. Final product is metal. In this, you have to learn the terms, children. What is anode, cathode, cation, anion, electrode, electrolysis. Yeah. So those terms you have to learn. Yeah. Final product. See, this is molten lead. Okay. Yeah. Molten lead. Yes. Now finally we get lead and bromine circle. Right. Okay. Thanks for watching, children. Hope you understood the concept. Thank you.